What exactly is your job title, as specific as you can make it?
I'm Joel Nitze, and I'm a process engineer on the board machines. Job title, Senior Process Engineer.
How do you use science, technology, engineering, and/or math in your career?
Well, this is a production facility where we make a product, and we have to use energy and water. All those cost money. It is a business, so part of my job is figuring out how to use less of those raw materials to make the product, and then how to make it more efficiently, time-wise.
How would somebody who got out of college get to your career as with like the degrees that you got?
Well, I grew up in the area, and I wanted to stay in the area, so that was important to me. With my degree, chemical engineering degree, you can go pretty much anywhere you want in the United States, but I decided I wanted to stay. So you interview with the company, and you start basically an entry-level job, and you work your way up from there.
So what exactly are all the degrees that you got to get here?
Well, I graduated from high school, and then I just have a Bachelor of Science, a 4-year degree from the University of Idaho.
What recommendations would you have for a high school student
Well,
on a basis of choosing classes and financial advice?
Well, high school, my biggest advice, because I've done counseling at junior highs, when they ask the same question, and my comment is you take every math and science class you can in high school, every one that's offered. And kids say, well, I don't have time to do that, and that's not true. Because you can fill your schedule with math and science classes if you want to. Challenge anything you can in college. I challenged the first semester of calculus, clear back in 1980. So if you pass the second semester at the U of I, you get credit for the first, you don't have to pay for it. So there's some financial aid right there. So I would say you take everything you can. There's way more classes that you can do online and get college credit for. I'd do as much of that as you can in high school. It makes college that much easier.
When you were in high school, what did you expect yourself to be when you grew up? What was your expected career?
Well, I wanted to be a math teacher till I found out you couldn't make any money doing it, which was okay. I mean, that wasn't a bad thing. But what I really wanted to do was work someplace so that I could use math and science to make a difference. Hence, I went into engineering at the University of Idaho. Thought electrical engineering would be the best because energy is going to be important, was back then. We had an energy crisis back then, just like we have several now. I thought electrical was the way to go, but chemistry is my forte, so I stayed in chemical engineering.
So could you give us some examples on the whiteboard of what exactly you do and what you work on with the machines?
I can do that. So let's take a simple water system, right?
Okay.
Since we use a lot of water, we have I'll use this one, make it easy. We have a collection chest, and we call it, I'll just call it a water chest. All right? You have multiple inputs coming in here if you're going to collect all your water. We have one stream here, and I'll use another color for another stream. And you may have more than 3 coming in. And then coming out, this is a pump. And that can go several places. So then how do you balance all of these? Because this also has an overflow to the sewer. And you don't want that. So you got a flow to the sewer. So how do you balance these flows versus what you're using? Where can you, if you've got more coming in than what you've got going out, how can you reuse another place, to balance this so I don't have anything going to the sewer? Because anytime you put something in the sewer, you're wasting it. If you brought it in, you need to use it. If you don't, it goes to the sewer and you're wasting it. That's just a water example. Same thing with steam or electricity or anything like that.